welcome to the latest installment of the Grand Slam Wrestling Match of the Week. Tonight, or today, actually, I'm recording this on the night of September 10th for air in the morning of September 12th, and we're going to be moving the Grand Slam Wrestling Match of the Weeks to Saturday nights at 7 after this weekend. Farmer Burns defending his World Heavyweight Championship against another fan favorite, Danny Hodge, the 8-time NWA World's Junior Heavyweight Champion. We looked that up just before doing this episode. He won I think I said in previous episodes, he won the NWA Junior Heavyweight title 7 times. No, he won it 8 times between 1960 and 1976. This event from the South Circuit in Louisville, Kentucky, home of Muhammad Ali and the tennis racket wielding Jim Cornette. Some of you may have heard of him. We'll look at the matches that were previously held on this card. We had a 30-minute draw between the Flying Scots and Mr. Uganda and Pak Song. And that was a little disappointing outcome for the Scots, and Uganda and Song will move up a little bit in the ratings. Scotty 2 Hotty was picked up in a recent trade lottery. He went up against Vampiro, and it was Scotty getting the win, a DQ, in 16 minutes after Vampiro collided with the referee. Magnum TA and Lex Luger, a couple of NWA US champions. Magnum won by countout in 1 minute and 4 seconds. Kevin Steen and El Generico went up against the Young Bucks, and the Young Bucks, who just gave the British Bulldogs all they could handle in a world tag title defense, came away with a pinfall win in 17 minutes and 20 seconds. Kevin Sullivan was upset that he didn't get the world title shot tonight. He's managed by Rock Hunter. He went up against Lou Fez. Fez won by DQ late in their 30-minute time limit bout, 26-24. Barry Windham against El Santo. El Santo held the Junior Heavyweight title in Year 2 and Year 3 for a little over a year. That match went to a double countout in 26-19. We had a title change in bout number 7. The Southern Tag titles changed hands. Bobby Shane and Buddy Colt, who also held the Western Tag title as a result of their appearance in the Okerlund Cup, but they did not want to defend those belts. They wanted to stick by being the Southern champs. They lose to Jay Youngblood and Ricky Steamboat, and Youngblood and Steamboat are champs again in GSW. That match went 30-45. Youngblood won after a flying dropkick pinning Bobby Shane. In the Southern title match, it was Hiro Matsuda winning by DQ over Jerry Lawler. Lawler will retain his Southern title because you can't lose the title on a technical win. On a technical loss, you have to be pinned or submitted. And there was some bad blood in this match, as here, I guess Lawler thought that Matsuda was trying some funny business on him, and Matsuda, in real life, was known for that. He once injured the leg of a USF student by the name of Terry Bollea in the old Tampa, Florida Sportatorium, and Terry Bollea went on and became Hulk Hogan. And Lawler did not take kindly to Matsuda, perhaps taking liberties with him. So he was injured. Matsuda was injured. It looked like he injured his arm, but he'll be healed up in a few days. And these two meet again next week. When a champion loses by DQ or countout, there is an automatic rematch. And that brings us to our world title match. And you'll see me set it up here. It's going to be Farmer Burns, who has now held the championship in GSW 67 weeks. The longest reign, as I keep saying. He's kind of like the Ken Jennings here of GSW. He keeps winning match after match after match. He will face Danny Hodge, and I heard from Tom Vogel, the creator of Wrestling's Finest, that he thought that Hodge might have a better chance against Burns, considering what a great technical wrestler that Danny Hodge was. Of course, Hodge also boxed. He had 9 professional fights as a boxer and went 7-2. I was looking up his boxing record earlier today as well, and one of his losses was a knockout to Nino Valdez, who was a contender from that era. 7 wins and 2 losses is not that bad a career. This will be a one fall 60-minute time limit match. Burns' world championship on the line as always. Hodge was the number nine in the ratings, so there was consternation from Kevin Sullivan that he didn't get the championship shot again because Kevin Sullivan coming into this match was number 8. But you might remember from a few weeks ago that Sullivan lost to Burns in a minute. So the championship committee of the Southern Circuit, with regional director Coach John Heath, said, you're not getting the title shot again. We're going to give it to Hodge. Because if Hodge wins, that's a bonus pick in the draft lottery for the Southern Circuit. If somebody acquires the world title, the world tag titles, or the world junior heavyweight titles, they get a bonus pick and they could debut anybody or pick somebody who is lower than 100 in the singles ratings or below 40 in the tag ratings, kind of a waiver system, and set it up that way so they could get some talent in and before the fans. Let me just pull down the notepad again. This is a wallpaper that you get in version 3, and it has some of the famous arenas wrestling has been held in. Believe this one in the upper right might be the old Charlotte Coliseum, and I know this one in the lower right is the Cow Palace of San Francisco. I cannot quite make out the one in the right center, but this is one of the wallpapers you get if you get Wrestling's Finest. It has some of the old arenas of yesteryear. So, with that being said, we have a world title match to get to. Farmer Burns against Danny Hodge. Danny Hodge has no chance to win at this match. None. I wouldn't say that. I think anybody has a chance against Farmer Burns. You just gotta be darn lucky. And Burns should win the title in the championship match, says Vogue, the computer predictor. And this is for the world title. It's a classic match, one fall 60-minute time limit. And stamina-wise, Burns and Hodge are each going to be in great shape, though Hodge loses 20 points off of his level 4 stamina to start the match. Burns has almost a non-existent pin rating at 12-10-1, which means to get to the 2 count, he's got to roll a 12 out of 40. He's got a 12 out of 40 chance to get to the 2 count, 10 out of 40 to get to the 3 count, and then a 1 of 40 chance of being pinned. That's how that works. And submission ratings work the same way. So here we go. Your World Heavyweight Championship match should be a technical classic. And off we go. I'm going to move this up a little bit here. Legal punches by Burns to start the match. Could this be a pin already? No. And we're 56 seconds into the match. Okay, my notepad's not going to stay up. Burns gets a few cheap shots in. Legal leg hold by Burns. I think the fans will go for Hodge. Legal arm hold by Burns. No faction. Another pin attempt on Hodge. He had a 1 in 40 chance of getting to 3. And nothing there. First pin attempt on Burns. Nothing there as Hodge tried a suplex. Legal throw countered by Hodge. Legal speed move by Hodge. And that knocked a few points off of Burns. Hodge down about 20 points in stamina and damage. Kick by Hodge was countered by Burns. Legal leg hold by Burns. Legal leg hold by Burns. No action. Legal chop by Hodge. Legal speed move by Hodge. Disqualify check. Possible DQ stop. It would be a shame if these two popular wrestlers would go to a DQ finish. Legal arm hold by Burns. Illegal punches by Burns. No action. Auto control loss by Burns. No action. A little bit sloppy here to start the bout. No action by Burns. No action by Burns again. Suplex attempt countered by Hodge. Let's see. A pin attempt on Burns, but this cannot score a pin. Legal speed moves by Hodge. He's down 40 points on damage. And submission attempt. Camel clutch-ish submission hold. And we'll run that. No chance of the submission. Burns has control. Spinning toe hold. This could be the match. Nope. Had a 40-40-36 chance, which means Hodge had a 90% chance of being pinned, but he found the wisdom to reach the ropes. Legal neck hold by Burns. I let the computer control both wrestlers. I don't usually like to control a wrestler. I usually let the computer... The way I do matches, I usually just let the computer do all of it. Legal neck hold. Specialty move. Spinning toe hold, but not much of a chance of a submission that time. Countered by Burns. Kick countered by Burns. Excellent counter. Speed moves by Hodge. But Hodge is now down 85 points on damage. Legal arm hold by Burns. Submission move. Figure 4 by Hodge on Burns, but Burns is not a guy who knows the meaning of the word quit. And that was a no submission. Ropes move by Hodge. Nice counter by Burns. Ropes move by Burns, countered by Hodge. Legal forearm. Nothing there. Legal chop by Hodge. Strategy card used by Hodge. Hodge leaves the ring and increases his stamina. So now he's only down about 58 points in damage. Suplex attempt by Hodge. Burns with a counter. Legal leg hold by Burns. We're about 15 minutes into this 60-minute time limit match. Legal leg hold by Burns. Submission move by Burns. And you're not going to get him here. And that's a Cobra Clutch by Farmer Burns. I wonder who taught him that. And that's no submission. Kind of a Shinendomaki. Headlock by Burns. Headlock by Burns. Countered. Speed move by Hodge. Countered. Headlock countered. A lot of counters here. We've had 6 counters so far in the bout for Burns and 7 for Hodge. Legal chop by Hodge. Disqualify check. DQ stopped. Illegal throw by Hodge. And now, he still is not making a dent into him damage-wise. He's still 78 points down, Hodge is. No action. Legal whip into the ropes by Burns. Legal arm hold by Burns. Specialty move, spinning toe hold, countered by Hodge. So Hodge staying in the match. And Hodge with a headlock. No action. Auto control loss. Danny Hodge nods as referee asks for a clean break while both wrestlers are on the ropes. Suddenly Hodge steps forward and blasts Burns with a straight hard punch. Oh, legal turnbuckle move. Loss of 5 on the stamina, not the stamina, but on the damage afflicted. Well, that could be stamina too. Oklahoma roll, but Farmer Burns was ready for it. Legal leg hold by Burns. Legal neck hold by Burns. Now, Hodge could also wind up getting a title shot for the junior heavyweight title next week. As whoever wins that match between Roddy Piper and Dr. Wagner Jr., they're having a rematch in the West Circuit this week. Whoever wins that comes up with the title, that might have to face Hodge, but we don't know that yet. Legal leg hold by Hodge. Legal leg hold by Hodge. Another legal leg hold by Hodge as he works on Farmer's trunks. Trunks being the limbs, the legs. Oklahoma roll, countered again by Burns. We're 23.5 minutes into the bout. Legal neck hold by Burns. No action by Burns. Submission check as Farmer Burns again with a camel clutch. Nothing there. Legal neck hold by Burns. Illegal choking by Burns. I guess he didn't appreciate getting that punch on the ropes there by Hodge, and he does an illegal choke. Both guys want this title bad. course, Burns has been champion now 67 weeks. He says he will retire once he loses the title. Whether that comes in this match or his rematch with John Pezic later on in week 52. This is week number 41. Auto control loss, illegal neck hold, submission moves, and a submission move, legal leg hold by Burns, kick by Burns, countered by Hodge, who's now down 126 points. Illegal punches by Hodge, legal leg hold by Burns, illegal forearm by Burns. Only had about a 1 in 20 chance of ending the night for Hodge. Pin hold by Burns, legal leg hold by Burns, headlock by Burns, submission move, but no shot at a submission there. You're not going to get Hodge on a submission all that easily. Legal neck hold by Burns, and we're now past the halfway mark. 30 minutes gone, 30 to wrestle. Legal neck hold by Burns, headlock by Burns, legal knee by Burns as the damage now piling up against Danny Hodge. Legal arm hold by Burns at the 31-minute mark, headlock by Burns, legal throw. Almost the match there, as the third roll was a 10. A 7 or less would have been the match. That's 7 out of 40. So Hodge is getting worn down. Legal speed move. Nothing there. Legal arm hold by Hodge. Burns has only had about 100 points damage, so you're not going to get him on too much. Burns really needs something bad to happen to walk away without the title tonight. Abdominal stretch, but still, you're not going to get a submission on him. Even with the one of the favorite holds of Hodge being applied. 34.5 minutes gone by now. Hodge decides to use arm holds outside the ring. Get those boys back in the ring. Pin hold countered by Burns. Hodge had the pin hold. Burns with an arm hold. Burns with an illegal leg hold. Legal leg hold again. Specialty move. Full Nelson roll. Oh! And Hodge just survives. Third roll was a 36. He got a 39 to stay alive in the match. So he had a 90% chance again of being pinned, but not to be. And Burns, if he loses, is not going to lose all that much in the ratings. He would lose a point in the rankings. He would probably get the junior heavyweight shot next week if he is unsuccessful tonight. And now he's unsuccessful as a neck hold, a swinging net breaker by Burns on to Hodge ends the night. 38-39, Danny Hodge is pinned. Not too many can say they have pinned Danny Hodge. So your winner and still champion is going to be Farmer Burns at the 38-39 mark. He goes on to the West Circuit and he'll take on a top hated opponent, shall we say, in the Western Circuit. And Burns lives to fight another week. He'll go into week 68 holding the championship. Danny Hodge can complain all he wants to, but the fact is he lost to the world champion, Farmer Burns, in the middle of the ring. Nothing else needs to be said. And I agree with that. So there you go, folks. Farmer Burns over Danny Hodge. The match went 4.5 stars. So it was a good effort. Next week, 7 o'clock, not December, but September the 19th, we will have the Farmer Burns defense out west against an opponent to be named later. This has been Big Paulie coming to you. We wish you well, no matter where you are, no matter where you may be, whenever you see this. Godspeed, God bless. We'll do it all again soon. Bye-bye for now, everybody.